Calls for the release of Ugandan opposition politician Kizza Besigye continue to mount after the country's Supreme Court recently ruled that the military court where Besigye had been charged lacks the constitutional power to try civilians. Besigye has been in custody since his abduction in Kenya's capital Nairobi on November 16, 2024. Besigye was in the neighboring nation to attend the book launch of Kenyan opposition politician Martha Karua when he was abducted, taken back to Uganda and remanded at the Makindye military barracks in Uganda's capital, Kampala. The opposition figure was thereafter arraigned at the military court in Kampala. 68-year-old Besigye was charged with treason, illegal possession of firearms and illegal purchase of weapons. He denies the accusations. The charges say that Besigye, his ally Obe Lutale, and other suspects whose whereabouts are unclear convened ill-intentioned meetings in Nairobi, Greek capital Athens, and Geneva City in Switzerland between October 2023 and November 2024. The meetings were allegedly organized to solicit logistical support and identify targets in Uganda with the intent to prejudice security of the Ugandan Defense Forces. As the trial of Besigye and his ally Obed Lutale was about to start at the military court, Uganda's Supreme Court ruled on a petition seeking discontinuation of civilian cases at the military court. Judges of the Supreme Court ruled on January 31st, 2025, that it is unconstitutional for a military court to try civilians. Despite the top court's ruling, Besigye and his ally Lutale have remained in custody at the Luzira Maximum Security Prison in Kampala. On Sunday, February 16th, Uganda's Information Minister Chris Baryomunsi said in a statement on X network that the government was fast-tracking the transfer of Besigye's case from the military court to a civilian court. The minister's statement came after Besigye was briefly hospitalized at a private medical facility in Kampala after his health deteriorated. Besigye was on a hunger strike to protest against his continued detention without trial. Information Minister Baryomunsi said on Sunday that he had visited Besigye at Luzira Maximum Security Prison in the presence of Besigye's doctors and asked him to resume taking food ahead of the transfer of his case to a civilian court. On Sunday, Besigye's wife, Winnie Byanyima, who is the executive director of Joint United Nations Program on HIV and AIDS, said she was very worried about her husband's health. According to Byanyima, Besigye has only been drinking water without eating. On February 4th, the office of the Uganda's Attorney General said it had written to the Director of Public Prosecutions to have civilian cases currently before the military court transferred to the civilian courts. Meanwhile, Uganda's opposition, led by the National Unity Platform, NUP, which is headed by 2021 presidential candidate Bobi Wine, has issued a 48-hour ultimatum to the government to release Besigye from custody. Bobi Wine said on Monday that should the government fail to release Besigye, there will be a series of national actions. Besigye, who unsuccessfully ran against Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni in 4 presidential elections, has had several run-ins with the government and has been arrested on several occasions.